Hello, friends. Hope you are doing fine. Friends, look outside your window. What do you see? Concrete, cars, skyscrapers, and right there, nesting in a traffic light or stealing a fry, is a creature we completely take for granted. The sparrow. We think of them as ordinary, boring, even plain. But what if I told you that these little birds are actually a biological marvel, a creature with hidden genetic superpower, secret survival skills, and history tied so close to humans that they literally evolved alongside our earliest civilizations? Welcome to the story of Superbird. This brings us to their first mind blowing superpower, the hidden starch gene. Sparrows share a unique DNA mutation with only two other major groups on the planet, human and dogs. When humans started farming grain crops, sparrows developed a specific gene mutation to digest plant starch. Armed with short cone shaped beaks that act like heavy duty nutcrackers to pop open tough seeds. This genetic shift allowed them to leave the deep wild forest behind and thrive, but their biology gets even wilder. Let's look at the stats on this ordinary bird. When a sparrow takes off, its wing flap up to 15 times every single second. Certain species, like white-crowned sparrows, are true migrants, traveling over 4,000 kilometers. During migration, they possess the terrifying superpower of staying completely awake, alert, and flying for days without a single wink of sleep. Or check out the local street politics. See the black patch on the male house sparrow's chest? That's called a bib. In the sparrow's world, this is a badge of absolute authority. The bigger and darker the patch, the higher the bird's social rank. It is a built in hierarchy. No fighting required, just pure fashion dominance. Because they live so close to us, their behavior has become incredibly quirky. For starters, forget swimming pools. Sparrows prefer dust baths. To keep their feather clean, they flip dirt and dust all over themselves instead of water and watch them move on the ground. Notice anything missing? They almost never walk. Instead, they bounce around in continuous energetic hop. But what makes them true superbird is their sheer intelligence and adaptability. Look at that. City sparrows have actually learned how to trick electronic motion sensors to open automatic doors at the shopping centers. Once inside, they live happily in indoor malls feeding on crumbs. They have been found nesting on traffic lights and, in most extreme cases, self sustaining colonies have been discovered living 2,000 feet deep inside underground coal mines, thriving completely in the dark. While they are peaceful and tight knit within their own flocks, boasting the ability to remember thousands of individual food spots, don't mistake kindness for weakness. They are fierce nest fighters and will aggressively take on birds twice their size to protect their home. This adaptability has allowed sparrows to achieve a global footprint. Today, they live on every single continent on Earth except Antarctica. But how did they get across the ocean? Well, sometimes human gave them a helpful push. Take the great accidental invasion of 1851. Hoping to control a massive plague of crop destroying caterpillars, human intentionally brought 100 house sparrows from England and released them in Brooklyn, New York. There was just one massive oversight. Adult sparrows primarily eat seeds, not caterpillars. The insect plan failed completely, but the sparrows absolutely loved their new American home. They multiplied, spread, and conquered the entire continent in record time. Today, sparrows are divided into two main lifestyles: permanent residents like the house sparrow who stay near the human year round because our cities guarantee food even in dead of winter. The second ones are true migrants like the grassland or white-crowned sparrows who still obey the ancient call of nature, flying thousands of miles to chase the seasons. Because sparrows live so close to us, they act as vital health checks for our local environment. When a neighborhood ecosystem suffers, the sparrows are the first to show it, and we need them. They provide crucial environmental services completely free of charge. They devour massive number of beetles, caterpillar and ants, keeping bug population down without toxic chemicals. As seed eaters, they drop and excrete seeds as they fly, planting new trees and greenery across concrete jungles. When hunting for tiny insects inside flowers, pollen stick to their feathers, helping city plant reproduce. They are a primary food source for urban predators like hawk, owl, and falcons, keeping the city wildlife balanced. But recently, sparrow populations have dropped sharply in major cities worldwide. Our changing world is creating a hostile environment for our little sidekicks. Sleek modern glass architecture leaves no nook or granaries for them to safely nest. Chemical gardening and weed killers wipe out the bugs parent sparrows need to feed their chicks. And then there is invisible threat: mobile towers. Study including research published on PubMed show that high concentration of electromagnetic radiation from the cell towers can disrupt the sparrow's life. Because they have thin skulls, this electromagnetic pollution can scramble their sensitive internal compasses, leaving them disoriented and even damage developing embryos in eggs laid too close to the antennas. The sparrows have been our loyal neighbor for 11,000 years. They changed the DNA for us. They learned to navigate our malls, eat, clean our gardens, and brighten our grayest cities. The next time you see a little brown bird hopping along the pavement, remember you are looking at a superbird. Let's make sure our cities remain a home for them. Hope you have enjoyed listening to this small documentary. If you like our work, Kindly subscribe and share this work so that we can spread the knowledge all across the world. I thank you very much for being with me till the end of this documentary. Hope to see you very soon with something new, with more interesting facts. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.